Hey everybody, welcome to a special episode of the Kisser's Talk Show. And today I'm here with John Bones again. So John, say hello to everybody.
Hello everybody, and I'm glad to be back.
Okay everybody, I don't know if anyone ever know this today, that today is November 30th and we have a very important episode to do. And I think that it will be best for all of us to do this because one of our special friends had just passed away today.
Yeah, it was very sad, and I think we all should do this.
Because everyone is asking us this question, and it's mostly all over on Facebook, and I just can't believe that a very tragic thing happened, but this person will always be in our hearts, and he'll always be in our thoughts, and we're going to talk about him, and we're going to tell most of you mostly about him, and because he was someone very special, and we will take the time to talk about some very special memories about him.
Alright, let's get straight to it.
Okay, everyone. Everybody's question is to all of us was all over Facebook, and everyone is asking us, how do we feel about Paul Walker's death? Paul Walker IV. That's what we're talking about today.
Well, wow. But it was very terrible. About he just died after a car accident. It's very tragic.
So let's talk about him. His full name was Paul William Walker IV. He was born on September 12th, 1973. And I think he was 40 years old when he died, and it's terrible.
Yeah, it's really terrible. It really is.
Because he had an incredible acting career. And he was American actor. He became well known as 1999 after his he became a well-known American actor after the 1999 of his role in a hit film, Varsity Blues. Have you ever heard of that?
Yeah, I heard that movie was about a football team, a high school football team down in Texas.
That's exactly right. That's exactly right. And also he starred in the world's famous The Fast and the Furious film series.
Oh yeah, that's true also. And also he created other movies like 8 Below, Into the Blue, She's All That, Takers, and much more.
Oh yeah. So today we're gonna take the time to talk about his early life, career, personal life, death, the films that he made, some films that he made, televisions, music videos, awards, and stuff like that. So everyone will know who Paul Walker is because he was one of the greats. And I just can't believe that he had to go this early because he was young, just to tell you now and to let you know. So to start with his early life, he was born in Glendale, California.
Yeah, but he was raised at the Fernando Valley, something like that, around the Los Angeles country. And he was the son of Shirley, that is one. She was a fashion model, and also Paul Walker III, that was a carpenter or something like that. I think that's almost right. And he actually had he had a grandfather that was a professional boxer, and his name was Irish Billy Walker. Yeah, I remember him. And also he was raised as a member of the Church of Jesus Christ of the Latter-day Saints.
Exactly. And he graduated from a village Christian school, and after high school, he attended several community colleges to majoring in biology.
Yep, that's seems right. And also, his career, he began in a small screen career, began as a toddler, and he starred in a television commercial for Pampers. Yeah, that Pampers are like diapers, right?
Yeah, it's like kids' diapers.
Yeah, I know what it means.
And also, he began working in television shows in 1985, and he roles in shows like in Highway to Heaven, Who's the Boss, The Young and the Restless, Touch of the Angel, Touched by an Angel.
Touched by the Angel, I didn't know that.
Yeah, he did. And also, he did. And also in 1989, he starred in a commercial of Showbiz Pizza.
Never heard of that.
Okay. And he also he did a film career in 1986 in a horror comedy film called Monster in the Closet.
Yeah, I remember that.
And also he was one of the contestants in the 1988 episode of the game show I'm Telling with his sister Ashley.
I remember that. That was a while back. And they finished in second place.
Yep, yes he did. Okay, and he continued his roles in movies without much success, but in 1998 he made a feature film debut in a comedy, was Meet the Deedles. Have you ever heard of it?
No.
Well, he did that, and he also did some supporting roles in Pleasantville, Varsity Blues, She's All That, The Skulls, movies like that.
Yeah, I remember them. And also, I know him, as we all know, in 2001, that was when he did a successful action film, The Fast and the Furious.
That's the role famous. That's what's famous about him. And he's one of the greats. He's one of the greats of the Fast and the Furious. He was amazing.
Yeah, it's really true.
And he continued his career right after when he was keep on doing all the Fast and the Furious movies. He did leading roles in films like Joyride, Into the Blue, Timeline, Flags of the Fathers, and he also starred in Running Scared, Eight Below, and he also did some independent films like the Lazarus Project, something like that, and also he appeared with T.I., Chris Brown into the crime drama Takers, and they began filming that in September 2008, and it was released in August 2010.
Yeah, and also in February 2013, he was announced that he was to play Agent 47 in the Hitman reboot.
Yeah. Okay, and there's he did Fast 5, he did Fast and the Furious 6. That's what's mostly famous about him, was the Fast and the Furious. And his personal life, he had a girlfriend named Rebecca, and they had a daughter together. And they had their daughter at 1998, and they moved to Hawaii, to California, and all that kinds of stuff. And
well, there's a lot more things about him. Well, that's actually mostly about him. But we can't go way too personal with his personal life and all that stuff.
Yeah, that's really true. That's why I'm trying not to say anything, because it's a very, very hard day right now, and but he will always be remembered, though. So everyone, on November 30th, 2013. It was roughly at 3:30 p.m. Walker and his Walker was driving in Santa Clarita or something like that, Santa Clarita, California, and his car swung out of control and crashed into a tree, and then the car immediately exploded and burst to flames, and then he died right after the crash. And it's really rough.
Yeah.
Okay, I think we said all the films that he did was Monster in the Closet, Program to Kill, Tammy and the T-Rex, Meet the Doodles, Pleasantville, Varsity Blues, She's All That, Broke Down Palace, The Skulls, Fast and the Furious, Joyride, Life Makes Sense If You Are Famous, Turbocharged, Parload, Too Fast, Too Furious, Timeline, Knoll, Into the Blue, Running Scared, Eight Below, Flags of Our Fathers, Stories USA, The Death and Life of Billy Z, The Zeraz Project, Fast and the Furious, Takers, Fast 5, Vehicle 19, Fast and the Furious 6, Hours, Pawn Shop, Chronicles, something like that, I'm not really sure. Brick Mansions, and also Fast and the Furious 7. So that's mostly all the movies that he did over the years, and all of them were those movies were 1986 to all the way to 2014. But I'm really not really sure that all these films are all going to be made of him. But right after the Brick Mansions and Fast and Furious 7, they were post-production. So I'm not really sure if they're putting it all together or it's not even done or anything like that. I'm not really sure. Here are the television shows that he did was The Highway to Heaven, Throb, I'm Telling, Charlie's in Charge, Who's the Boss, The Young and the Restless, CBS, School Break Special, The Boys Are Back, Touched by an Angel, and Shark Week. So, mostly that he did with television was 1985 to all the way to 2013. And he was in a few music videos, and there's only 2 of them that he was in. And it was 1997, the Mighty Mighty Bosstones, and the song was Wrong Thing Right Then. And 2003, Ludacris, Act a Fool. So those are the 2 music videos that he was in. And here are the awards that he won. He won the Young Hollywood Award for both of the Exciting New Face category male. He won the Hollywood Breakthrough Award for Breakthrough Male Performance. He won at the Young Hollywood Award, and well, he won it in the year 2000. This one is the 2001. He was the new style maker,
and he did win the MTV Movie Awards, and I think he won just one of them, and it was the best on-screen team was for the Fast and the Furious.
That's true. And he was nominated for Breakthrough Male Performance. And for the rest of this, in 2003, in 2009, and 2011, he won the Teen Choice Award.
And I think that we all know what it is.
Well, it's actually 2 of them.
One of them is the Choice Movie, Choice Muncher, something like that, or movie Choice Movie, Choice Movie scene, like Paul Walker in his car,
something like that. And so he was nominated twice in the Teen Choice Awards at 2009-2011 for Choice Movie Actor in an action movie. Wow. See how great he is? Well, that's mostly all about Paul Walker IV, and he will be missed, and he will be in our thoughts and prayers, and he will be missed.
We're going to miss him a lot, and we are going to miss those Fast and the Furious movies, because I think that these movies, the Fast and the Furious, they're going to be collectibles later in the years.
Yeah, I think Fast and the Furious is going to be very collectible. So later in the years because of the loss of Paul Walker. So now let's talk about our thoughts about his death. Since we talked about him, when I found out that he died, and it just hit me real hard, and I just can't believe that he was only 40 years old and he's gone. That's a little too young for me. That's my opinion. That's a little too young.
And when I found out, it's pretty bad. And it's going to be hard on us, but we're going to get over it because he's in a better place. God's going to take care of him because he's one of the best actors in this world. He was a great father, and he was a great man.
Amen for that. So everyone, I hope you enjoyed our time talking about Paul Walker. So we'll talk to you guys next time on the next episode of Kissinger's Talk Show. I'm Vince Kissinger, and I'm here with John Bones. Please have your prayers for Paul Walker, and just hope for the best. Good night, everyone.